it has been some time since I made a video, and I'm back kinda just in time to talk about the latest zombies map, the Tomb. And to some people, this is called the filler map. I don't know what that means. I can't even begin to understand what that means. But to me, it's a form of copium from either if you enjoy the map or if you hate the map. So let's take a deep dive, I guess, a little bit. This isn't really a full review. This is kind of like a first impressions. You know, the map's been out for like, what, 8 days at this point. So I'm just kind of giving my first initial impressions of the map. And then probably a few weeks, maybe a month from now, I'm going to do a more in-depth review video on the Tomb. So be on the lookout for that. But besides that, let's talk about the Tomb. If you enjoy what I do, please consider hitting the like button. Hit the subscribe button, and remember, it's all free and it takes just a couple of seconds. I appreciate it. So the topic of the day is filler map. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Someone tell me what that means. Is it because it's small? Because if that's the case, then a lot of you people are filler people because you got small cocks. So I don't know what that means. Filler map. Like, hey, small maps matter, right? And just like small cocks matter, small maps matter. I like Shangri-La. I like 5. I like, the fuck else is there? Yeah, Nuketown. Nuketown's all right. You can't go wrong with maybe Alpha Omega. You can't go wrong with these maps. These maps are fine. Nothing wrong with small maps. You got small dicks, small maps. What's wrong with that, right? No, but seriously, I think a lot of people think small maps, filler maps, I think it's a copium from both sides. Some people think it's a filler map because there's not enough story in it, or not enough dialogues. There's a lot of problems with this map. I think if we're going to go by filler maps, I mean, obviously, if you think about zombies progressing in the last 20 years or whatever, you have to call Black Ops 1 entirely filler because all these maps, this is like a Black Ops 1 style map to me. And I'm actually okay with that because I feel like zombies is such a demanding thing in terms of like the maps are, because you got to think about these maps, right? They are mini expansions. They're like mini expansions, right? And a lot of work goes in these maps. So like either we get like full in-depth maps like, I don't know, like Shadows of Evil, Mob of the Dead. You're probably going to get less content. And stuff like that just does not fly in today's world, in today's demand of live service content. Because if you do that, then you have droughts, and then people start complaining about, oh, but Zombies has new content. Zombies is dead, Treyarch are assholes. And look, this is the first time I'm actually coming out and defending like Treyarch and Activision. I'm not a bootlicker by any means. I'm the first. I'm on the front lines to criticize these companies because they deserve criticism at every point. These are corporations. They don't deserve benefit of the doubt. But at some point, you do got to give the devil credit, or give some due to the devil. And I feel like if we had these big style maps, in-depth maps, then we'll have a long drought, and people are impatient. They can't wait, and we already seen that before the Tomb was even announced. People were talking about Black Ops 6 not having content, despite the fact there was already 3 maps at launch. Not at launch, but like 2 maps, then a 3rd map, like a month after launch. Black Ops 6 has content. And in my opinion, to keep up with the demand of live service, you probably got to have smaller scaled maps to keep up with that demand, to keep up the community engaging, to keep up with the goodwill of the zombies community and shit like that. And it's a genius way to keep up with the demand, right? Because if it's not that, if it's not like these smaller scale Black Ops 1 type maps, then it's Outbreak or Modern Warfare Zombies. And in my opinion, that's a bad idea because Outbreak and Modern Warfare Zombies are not Call of Duty Zombies, in my opinion. It's more Warzone than it is COD Zombies because it fundamentally goes against everything of what Call of Duty Zombies is. So for those, because we saw Outbreak get updated a lot in Cold War, and it's because it's easier to update existing maps. It's easier to update multiplayer maps carried over to zombies. That's easier to fucking take care of. I mean, I'm not a video game developer, so maybe I'm completely off base with that. But I like to think, or I don't like to think, but I would think that content like that is easier to update, get out the door, than it is to make a brand new map from scratch, right? Again, could be wrong. I'm just an asshole on YouTube, right? I'm just a dickhead on YouTube. I know nothing. I'm not a video game developer. I don't get paid to do that shit. I'm not smart enough for that. But I am smart enough to operate a microphone and talk shit on the internet. So yeah, I think that's a good way to keep up with the content. But, you know, at the end of the day, I don't know what filler map means. I mean, the tomb has problems. I don't think it's a bad map by any means, and I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. I think it's probably the best map in the game for me. I could go in depth that in a future review video, which I will. But to me, the tomb is just, it's simple. It's Black Ops 1 to me. Like if Black Ops 1 came out today, I would expect the tomb to be part of that package, right? It's like a modernization of Black Ops 1 to me. And I feel about that across the board in every map in Black Ops 6, where I think Citadel, Terminus, Liberty Falls, they all fit that Black Ops 1 criteria, modern Black Ops 1 maps. And I think that's why I really love Black Ops 6 this year. Like these maps, they don't have a lot of depth to them, but they have depth to them, but they don't have like Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4 depth. They have like Black Ops 1 depth, where they're like simple, casual, easy to get into, but they do got like side Easter eggs and all that shit. You know how like Black Ops 1 did. And I think that's why I love the tomb so much. I do think the tomb is confusing. Again, I'm not going to get in that till much later, because you know what? What's the point of another video on the tomb? I'm trying to structure everything. Right? I'm trying to structure these videos and like plan videos ahead. I'm like the fucking booker of my videos, and I'm trying to plan in the long term. And how you don't want to hear that. Anyways, so yeah, I love the tomb. And the mansion apparently is the next map, and that's already being described as a filler map because it's going to be. It's quote-unquote a smaller scale map. Again, I don't know what that means. I guess it's like story related. I'm not a big story guy, right? I just like gameplay. I like maps. I like the design, the gameplay designs, philosophies. I don't know what the fuck does that mean? Because I know, you know, I got this topic in my head. I just don't know how to counteract it because I don't know what the fuck that means. Filler map. I mean, it fills me up. I think that's a filler map. Yeah. It fills me up. It's like a good meal that fills me up. Yeah. I think they're right. I think they're onto something. Yeah, filler map. Yeah, that fills me up. Yeah, the tomb is great. It's a filler map. Yeah. Filler map, huh? Yeah. Filler fucking map. Fucking A. Filler maps. Anyways. Yeah, that's my first impressions of it. The topic is the filler map. I don't know what that means, but I love the tomb. I think the tomb's a great map. Fantastic map. The visuals look great. The gameplay is great. It's the best looking map in the game. It literally is the best looking map in the game. It's like if Elden Ring and like if Origins had like a fucking baby, right? Like they got together, they made love, and that's what we got. That's the visuals. It's great. As far as the enemies go, they can all go fuck themselves. I'll get more in depth that later in the next video. But whoever came up with the idea of having amalgams and mimics in one map, I personally think they should listen to a Nickelback album or something, because that's not a good decision, and that's quite frankly stupid to have two enemies that pull you. The ice staff is back for some reason. Again, I'm not a lore guy, but like I collected most of the intel. I don't know why this ice staff is back, right? I don't know why that's back. They keep bringing back old shit from the Aether storyline, but there's no explanation why it's back. And I feel like if you're bringing shit back like that, there should probably be an explanation on why these things are back. Speaking of why are these things are back, Death Perception is back for some fucking reason. Out of all the perks you can bring back throughout the illustrious COD 20 years zombies history or whatever the fuck, they brought back Death Perception. Yeah, Death Perception is a industry plant perk created by the woke mob, because I don't know what the fuck this is. Why do we keep bringing this back? Like, and the fucked up thing is, it's not even good. It's not even like Cold War good, right? It's like the visuals of like seeing enemies through the wall. It's not I don't even think that exists, because like look at the gameplay. I don't even think that exists. What was the point in bringing it back when you just brought back Vulture Aid? Like, the reason why it was so good in Cold War was because of the salvage, extra salvage and all that shit. And like, and there was 2 types of salvage, right, in Cold War. Now it's just confined to 1. So Vulture Aid already solved that problem to get more extra shit. So what's good about this? Slight chance of getting a critical shot? What the fuck is that going to do for me? Like, that's not going to do shit for me. Something with the minimap. I'm sorry, buddy. I got the minimap turned off. I don't need that shit. And I don't need to see zombies through the wall. I'm not stupid. Yeah, that's brought back. And of course, there's probably going to be someone in the comment section, you know, out of the 2 comments I get, probably leaving me a paragraph on why Death Perception is actually good. I don't care. I don't know why this perk's back. I would have brought back, I don't know. I would have brought back Kusu before I brought this back. Yeah, that's the rundown. Speaking of rundown, that's the next video. But yeah, that's it of what the Tomb is. I love the Tomb. I think it's the best map to play so far. And I'm going to go in depth a lot on why I think it's the best map. And I also think it's confusing. I think this map is very confusing in a lot of ways. So stay tuned for that in the future. Yeah, I'm back, unfortunately. I'm sure a lot of you are excited to hear that I'm back. But all 2 of you, maybe 1 of you, or 0 of you. I don't care. That's it for me. My name's Cynic Michael, and just don't miss. And don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and all that jazz or whatever. Yeah, I'm fucking out of here, man.